Good morning. What's the date? The 6th. Today's January 6th. I'm getting ready right now to go to the car shop, like a body shop, because I actually went back to St. Louis for Christmas and I was in a car accident. It was not my fault, but if you don't know, my car's name is Prada. Prada got a little bit of damage and she's gonna get all fixed up. Everything's gonna be fine. But I will have a rental car for like a week. I don't actually know how long it's gonna take them to fix my car, but when I brought the car to my grandpa to check out, he said it would take probably about a week, and it's because I'll put a picture here of the damage. It's not anything too crazy, like my car is still drivable and everything, but the back part, he said that they're gonna have to like cut a section of it out and then replace it. They might even, depending on like what they see, they might even give me a whole new back bumper. All just depends. School started yesterday and Mondays and Wednesdays are really heavy days for me in the sense that I literally have all 4 classes. I don't have any lab, but as far as lecture is concerned, I have all of my classes on Mondays and Wednesdays and I'm there the entire day. Yeah, we had our first day of classes yesterday. A couple days before school started, I was honestly freaking out because I know I've talked so many times about how my schedule is really crazy because I'm taking 4 science classes. So I had the introduction to all my classes. I am really happy with all the professors that I have. My bio class is interesting because I'm actually switching professors in the middle of the quarter, which is not like my choice necessarily. It was just how the classroom is structured. It's like 2 professors for different topics. It's very interesting. So I'm excited to get to know another professor. I need chapstick so bad. My lips have been so dry. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything. And after understanding the structure of the classes, I know exactly, well, not exactly, I know what to expect from bio and chem because obviously I already took bio and chem 1 last quarter. So as far as that's concerned, I know that that's gonna kill me, but I was really nervous about adding both my neuroscience classes on top of that. And after understanding the structure of the classes, I really do think that it's gonna be very possible for me to do it. I'm just gonna be very, 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 very busy. Especially since my neuro classes don't have labs. They're not gonna be as demanding as bio and chem. Now that does not mean that they're not as important because they're all equally important, but it'll give me a little bit of peace, I guess. The last 4 days, yeah, 4 days, I've been getting myself into a different kind of routine. I woke up at 6 this morning. I woke up at 6:30 yesterday and I should have woken up earlier today. My car appointment thing is at 8:30. It's now 7:58, but the shop is like a 5-minute drive from me. It's not very far, but I've been working out in the morning. I've talked about differences in routine and whatever, but honestly, working out in the morning, it works best for me. And I know that. I always say this. Every single time, I'm like, oh, now I know why I work out in the morning. It makes sense. It sets you up for the day, makes you feel more energized, makes you feel better. So I've been getting up super early to get that done, and then I didn't start school obviously until yesterday, but just the last like 2 days I've been trying to get myself in the habit of like first thing that I do whenever I wake up is just going to the gym, regardless of what time that was on Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday I worked both days, and obviously because of that I woke up a little bit later than 6 or 6:30. I also have a very, very early lab on Thursdays, so I'm gonna have to get myself in the habit of waking up at like 5 a.m., which is gonna be interesting. We don't have any labs this week. I have labs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but with it being the first week, I actually have like the whole day to myself today. Besides this car appointment, there's like nothing I really have to get done. I'm going to catch up on work and I'm gonna study, but I'm so glad that I had this appointment set so early because it's keeping me in the habit of getting up early, getting into routine right away, all that kind of stuff. Oh, another thing I could talk about. I ended up deleting TikTok and Instagram off my phone. I didn't delete my profiles, but I deleted the app because I actually posted a TikTok explaining like why I was deleting social media. I'm actually gonna put this in my bra to warm it up. Life hack, put your mascara in your bra whenever you do other parts of your makeup. I usually do that at the beginning, but it warms it up so that it's easier to work with. Yeah, so if you didn't see that TikTok, or if you don't want to go all the way to TikTok to watch it, basically I found that I was comparing myself to a lot of the creators that I was watching, and since being on social media and knowing that it's just like a part of everyday life, I always try to follow creators that post really positive content or content that doesn't bother me. And the creators, this has nothing to do with the creators themselves. They do make very positive content, but something that I've noticed is I compare myself a lot to them in the sense that I compare my routine. I started getting in this headspace of like, oh, I'm not doing enough because I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. Like for my schedule, I would have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to do everything that they do before they get their day started or whatever it is. Like a lot of the creators that I watch, they're not in school. They either have a typical 9 to 5 or they do social media for a living. Their schedules look completely different, and for me to be watching that kind of content and then comparing it, especially because I used to have a routine like that, it's just not good for me. And I ended up just getting in a really bad headspace about all of that, beating myself up for not being able to meet the expectations that I set for myself. So the point of deleting social media was to really just look inward and figure out a routine that works for me without having like that outside noise. Some people don't need to like go to the extremes of deleting social media in order to separate themselves from what they see online. I typically am pretty good at separating that and logically explaining to myself different things, but lately it's been really bad and I just decided to cut it off at the source. Another reason that I decided to delete social media is because it is a distraction and it's not good for my brain, especially whenever I'm in school. I preach all the time about no doom scrolling, and usually I'm pretty good at getting myself off of social media or not going to it in the first place. But unfortunately, I am human. It's what happens. I end up doom scrolling anyway. And all it does for me is make me extra tired. It makes it harder to get back into a study session. Yeah, it's just all around not good. So I decided with school starting and everything, it would just be better if I, again, cut it off at the source. Let me do my mascara. I'll be right back. I'm back. On the topic of deleting social media, I did not delete Snapchat or YouTube. Snapchat, I don't really post on Snapchat. Honestly, I mostly have it just so that I can keep in contact with my friends back in St. Louis. It's also the main form of communication between me and Hayden, so I'm not giving that up. Then YouTube, I don't get stuck on YouTube, like ever. I don't know what it is. Like, shorts don't interest me at all. I don't have an issue with that. I've never had an issue with it. It's really TikTok and Instagram that I have found myself having problems with. And then obviously with YouTube, like, I still want to post on YouTube, so we'll see. I don't think I have much else to say. I need to leave in like 5 minutes. Also, guys, it's January in Chicago and it's literally 38 degrees outside with a high of 42. I'm gonna ride this wave as long as I can. It's supposed to be in the 40s like all week, and then it's supposed to drop again, but we're not gonna talk about that. Also, Olivia got me a heated vest for Christmas, and that helps so much. It's amazing. I wore it throughout my entire, it gets so cold where I work, so cold. And that's mostly why she bought it for me, is because like last year I would wear 3 layers and still be freezing, and like to the point where I couldn't move. And you guys know that I'm cold all the time as it is. Anyway, I wore it throughout my entire like 10 and a half, 11-hour shift on Saturday, and it lasted me the whole time. The low setting is so warm that I don't need to like bump it up any higher. I think the lowest setting is like 104 degrees. In the manual, like it says the highest temperature is up to like 157 degrees. I'm like, I would be boiling. Maybe not. I mean, it's me, so maybe not, but I need to put my shoes on. I gotta go. It's really not gonna take me that long to get there. Let me actually look and see. Oh, it's 3 minutes away. So I'm okay. Like 3 minutes driving. I could literally walk there right now and get there, but obviously that wouldn't make any sense. Also, to save money, I have not bought perfume in months and I've just been using body spray. Is it my #1 choice? No, but we're saving money around here, being very financially cautious. All I have to say is like, yes, the car accident is a little annoying for me to have to deal with, but at least it's not money coming out of my pocket. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go. I didn't record much, kind of a really quick process. I've only took like an hour to get my car in and then go get the rental car and everything. But for about a week and a half, that's what they told me, I'm going to be driving a 2024 Toyota Corolla. My CarPlay all set up. Yeah, it's just a cute little car. I already miss my car. I want my car back so bad. This will do for now. It's the same, it's like the same size as my car. I'm still like messing with the adjustments just to make it perfect to my fitting. I will say the one thing that I find really weird about this is the fact that it's a 2024 and it's not a push to start. I'm not used to driving a car that's not push to start. So very interesting. This is like a weapon. I don't know. I miss my car. I love my car. You guys know how I feel about my car. But she's got to get some repairs so that she can be at her fullest potential. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside and I'll see you guys upstairs. Lighting's gonna be better if I put it this way. I just made breakfast. 2 eggs with cottage cheese. And yes, I cooked the cottage cheese in the eggs. It's actually phenomenal. Highly recommend that you try it if you have not. I have yogurt with protein powder and blueberries, and then I also have a banana on the side because I need to eat these bananas before they go bad. I also made some tea, some green tea. And I also have an Egyptian licorice in there too. Egyptian licorice tea is my favorite tea. It's so good. It sounds like it would be disgusting. I promise you, it's so delicious. The protein powder that I'm using right now is Clean Simple Eats. The one I used in here specifically is like the coconut cream pie one. I saw that Clean Simple Eats was being sold at Target now, and I've always wanted to try Clean Simple Eats, so I got the variety pack. My favorite one is the vanilla because I'm a basic bitch. I do really like the, I think it was like peanut butter chocolate or something. I don't know. I've tried all of them by now. The coconut cream one is not my favorite, but I already had a pack of it open. The serving size, like the amount of protein powder you get for one serving is insane. So I've been like spreading it out, but this is still good. I also added stevia to the yogurt to sweeten it just a little bit more. I'm gonna eat. I also need to call my grandparents and give them an update because they were just curious about the car thing. I was staying with them whenever the car thing happened, so like they just want to know what's going on, you know? I apologize, my heat is going right now. I decided to put on an undershirt because I was freezing, still am freezing. Hopefully this helps. I want to start studying, but I also have a lot of cleaning to do, and I know that if I don't do it now, then I'm not gonna have any energy to do it later. So I'm gonna clean first, and then I'm gonna try to get everything set up so that I can have my parking all figured out at DePaul, because I obviously have a different car now. Ain't no way I'm gonna be paying $25, $30 a day just to go to school after I already paid $190 for parking for the quarter. You would think that would be included with tuition, but no. I'm gonna put my headphones in and we're gonna get to clean.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing.
I'm not gonna take my headphones off because I don't feel like it. I really only had dishes and laundry to do. I did put away a package of more drinks, and I am laughing because do you see that? And then the entire bottom row is filled with different drinks. So if you're curious of what's in there, I have 2 types of LaCroix. I have lime and beach plum. Those are my 2 favorite flavors. And then I also have strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. Honestly, this is not my favorite. I've never had this before. Just thought I'd give it a go. I do love Diet Dr. Pepper. I would argue it's better than Diet Coke. Don't come for me. I do love Diet Coke, but I like Diet Dr. Pepper better. But this isn't my favorite. But it's actually kind of good because then I don't drink them as fast. And then I also have Diet Squirt for a non-caffeine option. And then the other drinks that I just bought are these sparkling ice. These things. I wanted to use those for gym instead of making a coffee. I can save my coffee for later. Plus those are only 70 grams of caffeine. No, Jesus. Ah, that would be so bad. Those are only 70 milligrams of caffeine. Could you imagine? So I got my parking situation all figured out. I got the rental car added, and now I just need to pack up my stuff and we can go. It's time to study. I also didn't do much cleaning with the kitchen because I do plan to go to the grocery store and meal prep later because I'm out of vegetables. Almost. I forgot that was one of the things I wanted to do today. Computer. Also, I don't think I've shown this. I have stickers on my computer now, and I plan to make a collection. They're all science stickers. So I got one from Biology Club. I have a chemistry one right here. Look at how cute. And then I have, this is a myth, by the way. Right brain and left brain. Like right brain is more creative, left brain is more analytical, and more chemistry. I've gotten all these stickers for free at DePaul. My goal is to fill my computer with stickers that I don't have to pay for. And usually I'm not a sticker kind of person. Usually I like to keep things really simple and plain, but they were just so cute and I wanted to put them somewhere. So computer it is. My next school related thing that I want to get is a new iPad case. This iPad case is great in the way that it flips exactly how I need it to in order to take notes, but the Apple Pencil is magnetic, and unfortunately this case, while I can stick my Apple Pencil on there and have it charged, it falls off all the time. So I want to get one that has a little section for my Apple Pencil, but one that's not too bulky. I have different tips. I'm very particular with my writing, okay? If my handwriting doesn't look good, I'm not gonna have a good day. So I've actually taken a lot of time to customize my good notes to where the sensitivity and pressure and stuff on all that, whatever, is to my liking. I have this tip on it right now. See? And I'm finding that I don't like it as much as I used to. I used to use that one all the time, but now I'm going back to just the regular. Because whenever I put the settings on there, I actually did it for this one specifically. So let me see if that helps, because yesterday my handwriting was kind of pissing me off. I know it sounds stupid, but I take so much time on my notes and everything. Let me just show you an example, okay? This is an example of my notes, okay? I take a lot of time on them. My favorite ones come from like anatomy or biology from last quarter. I'll go to biology because cell junctions, mitosis. See, I drew all of those. They're not difficult to do. Again, I'm very particular about my handwriting, and it's not perfect. I know my handwriting is not perfect, but I just need it to be at least legible. And yesterday it just looked different. This is not gonna look any different to you, but this was my handwriting from yesterday and it was just bothering me. I know it's crazy. I know it's very particular, but also that's me, okay? You should know this by now. I'm crazy and neurotic, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Also, look at this pen I got. It has a brain, and the brain is squishy. There was a like medical school fair going on. I have a brain stress ball. I've seen other colors with the brain stress balls, and I want a different color because I'm not a really big fan of orange. Time to leave. I gotta go. I gotta stop procrastinating. Probably gonna put on my glasses because they help with my headaches. Cute. Now it's time to go into a car that's not mine. And yes, I'm very upset that I don't have my car right now. The emotional attachment I have to that thing is very unhealthy, and I am fully aware. You don't need to make comments about it. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. We've made it to the library. Sorry, the lighting is horrible. On our to-do list, I'm gonna start off with a couple of quizzes that I need to complete by tomorrow. And then we need to study for chemistry. I left my biology textbook at home. I was planning to read the chapter that we're gonna go over on that, but it's probably best if I just focus on a couple of things because whatever we're doing in chemistry right now, some of it makes sense, but I know it's about to make a whole lot of not sense. I don't think I'm gonna do any time lapses right now. I think I'm just gonna work on stuff and then give an update in a little bit. Update, I guess, got 100% on my quiz, and now I'm gonna start studying for chem. I've been sitting like this, so that's why my face is red right there. I think I need a break from chemistry. I'm dying. It's 4:20. I feel like I just need to finish this page of notes and move on to something else. I need to do something else. Finished this one. Cute, right? Now I need to finish. Why are you not there? Now I need to finish this one. I need to add in all the different types of hybrid atomic orbitals. Also, I switched location and I ended up getting decaf coffee, because I do not need any more caffeine today, and a protein bar. Like, I don't want to be staring at screens. I want to read my biology textbook, which I don't have. And it's because I have the physical copy of that one, so I don't have to stare at a screen while I'm reading it. Chemistry takes me forever because it takes a minute to actually understand at least what we're doing right now. If it was math-based, I could understand it like that. This is molecular geometry and quantum mechanics. That's an update. I'm sorry. I feel like these vlogs are so boring. This is also why I don't have any energy or any motivation to vlog while I'm in school, is because I do the same thing for hours and hours and hours on end, and I don't know how interesting it is. It's relatable if you're in school, but other than that, I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out. I don't want to take a nap. I feel like I've just been sitting so much. Maybe going home and studying on the walking pad or at my standing desk would help. I just feel like traffic is gonna be horrible right now. Let's see. Yeah, it would take me about 30 minutes to get home. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna be very productive here. I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. I'm not kidding you. I just recorded for 5 whole minutes. 5 minutes. Had to delete it because I was so sick of how much I was tripping over my own words. So, hi, I got home a few hours ago. I actually went to Trader Joe's on my way home, picked up some vegetables, meal prepped. I also ate. We're all good there. And I just did some work on the walking pad for about 40-ish minutes, somewhere around there. But I've been researching because I'm trying to find articles for an assignment that's due on Sunday. And we're gonna go over a lot of how to do the assignment tomorrow, but I just wanna have a backup of article. And yeah, I can't get my brain to turn off. It's 8:32 and I should probably go to bed soon because I wanna get up around 6. So realistically speaking, I should go to bed within the next hour and a half. Is that gonna happen? Probably not, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. What I was saying in the previous clip that I deleted was that this assignment is for my advanced neuroscience fundamentals class, so it is a neuro class. So I want to do something that's based off of neuroscience. I'm also just very interested in all neuroscience, and I want to know everything. And there's a huge part of me that always tries to go for the very difficult thing. I actually was researching things on ALS because I don't know too much about ALS as far as neurodegenerative disorders are concerned. I haven't looked too much into ALS, and I was like, oh, this would be a good opportunity to learn. Problem is that this assignment has to do with putting together it's not a meta-analysis, but it's a very, very, very small version of a meta-analysis. It's you take multiple papers and then you put together different quotes from them and create a page and a half of an overview of what all of those say. It's kind of like a review. What is it called actually, so that I know? Yeah, it's a mini review because a meta-analysis comes to a conclusion of some sort. But we're supposed to, it is kind of like that because it also says finish your mini review with a summary statement and an idea about future directions for the topic. So you are kind of coming to a conclusion about where that's gonna go. Whatever. I'm rambling. For what? For what? Exactly, no reason. But yeah, what I was saying is the problem with ALS is there is nothing on it. They have no idea what the cause is besides genetics, and genetics only take up approximately 10% of cases. There's no cure, and I feel based off of what I've read, a lot of the things are kind of halfway done. They're testing some things, but they don't actually have results. Well, they have results that are promising, but they don't have any definitive things that I could use for a review. So I'm gonna go with Alzheimer's. You don't have to do a neurodegenerative disorder. You don't even even have to do anything that's based off of neuroscience or anything to do with the brain, but I want to. So Alzheimer's it is, which I find Alzheimer's to be a very interesting topic to study about, just based off of the fact that we don't even fully understand how memories are created, and yet we're trying to figure out a lot of things about a disease that takes away all of these memories. There's ideas as to how memories are created and stored, but whatever, don't listen to me. I'm tired and I'm gonna keep rambling because I'm tired, but my brain won't shut off. I know that I need to stop at some point. When that's gonna happen, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a topic. Alzheimer's, and let's just put in Alzheimer's and onset and see what happens, because there's a lot of things that are said to contribute to the onset of Alzheimer's. And there's a lot of things out there, a lot of research done on things that say that you can reduce the onset of Alzheimer's, reduce the risk of the onset of Alzheimer's. Like exercise! Anyway, clinical and biomarker changes in dominantly inherited Alzheimer's disease. What is that though? Alzheimer's and exercise. I literally just said one, so why don't we just go with that? Physical exercise in the prevention and treatment of Alzheimer's disease. Exercise interventions in Alzheimer's disease. A systematic review and meta-analysis of randomized control trials. Although I can't use that one for my first one because it's meta-analysis, but you know what I mean? Now I'm just sitting recording absolutely nothing while I sit here and continue to research things. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog so that I can stop wasting your time. Yeah, I don't know when I'll have time to start editing this vlog, because this is a chill week for me because I don't have labs this week. So if this is what a chill day and a chill week looks like, just imagine what my busy days look like. I will try my best to get this edited as fast as possible and get this up for you guys, but no promises on when that's gonna be because I have no idea. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. That was really high pitched for absolute. I don't speak like that. Bye.
You a move body giving scene reviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. Think you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. But you ain't even flexing.